Hello everyone. I'm not sure, but I think it's like the third video with me, starring me. And yeah, as you can see, I've changed a little bit. You can see my appearance has altered, and yes, there has happened a lot of things since the last movie. Today, for example, I got an awesome job interview. The job is about going hiking and just speaking English, like other things I really enjoy. And yeah, but I'm going too far off the topic. I want to start this video actually with a poem by E. Cummings, and he wrote a beautiful poem about this little bridge. This little. No, I will stop now.
That is the introduction.
Alright. Yes, show them that nose, baby. Hey guys, welcome to September edition. I'm here, and so is a lot of coffee. I have a list of things that I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to say 3 positive things that I want to say, 3 negative things, because I think 3 is a magic number. If you're in any kind of similar situation like me, then hopefully I can provide some kind of help or solace. I don't know. Okay, so I arrived here in the first week of September. I think it was September 9th? Yes, because that was the move-in day for my dorm. So I had a 15-hour flight from Boston to New York and then New York straight here. That was a super long flight, and I had never flown for that amount of distance or time. But it wasn't that bad. It didn't really seem like 15 hours. The seats were comfortable. There were a lot of movies to watch. I had my computer, my DS. I just played a bunch of that stuff, read books, and I only slept like an hour and a half out of 15 hours, so I was really tired when I arrived at Tokyo Airport. That's not the name of it. There's 2 airports, and neither of them are in Tokyo. I had never been to any sort of Japanese station, they're all just big mazes. Signs will help you. There's signs in English everywhere. It's still confusing if you're totally zonked out. I had to meet a guide from my school and some other students who were arriving that day for a shuttle bus to my dorm, and I couldn't find the meeting spot. I had a map, and I was looking at it, and no one was there. They were supposed to be there with the sign holding up, and I was there on time, just ready for it. So I randomly sat down to just on this bench where I thought the meeting place was. This is where the map says I should be, and I'm just gonna sit here and hope for the best. The person who was just sitting next to me randomly was just like, "Hey dude, are you going to Aoyama?" And I was like, "Oh yeah man," and we just started talking, and that's my friend Yuzo. Sup bro? So that was great that I actually didn't get lost in the airport on the first day. So it was 15 hours of flying, and then it took me 5
You can cut this out. 5
hours to get to my dorm. So I was on a plane for 15 hours, hadn't slept, then waited around an airport for 2.5 hours, got on this shuttle bus, finally got here at 10 p.m. at night, exhausted. My bag was 45 pounds. That was ridiculous. Traveling, right? I slept fine. I woke up the next day. It was all good. September was really interesting. I really didn't feel like I was in Japan, to be honest. I've been studying Japanese before I came here, learned some bits about Japanese culture and history and a bunch of other stuff. I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm in Japan, magic. It just felt like I don't know. It was probably just because of travel and stuff, but even for the first few months, it was just kind of oh well, a little lackluster. But it was probably just because I had a lot of stuff on my plate. I was very my schedule was really full. I don't know. When I got here, I had about 4 days to chill out, get used to stuff, figure out my way to school. But our RA at our dorm was super nice, and I dropped my pen in my coffee.
Oishi.
Oishio. We had to go to school, and we had to take some entrance exams for what level of language classes we would get into. Some people just blew right through it and they did really well. Some people thought it was really hard. I thought it was moderately challenging. I didn't score into the level that I wanted to, but I negotiated with my teachers a few weeks later. And don't do that. Don't you do it. Blue-eyed devil. It's good. A lot of the tutors, because we had tutors assigned to us, my tutor is super nice. I live in Tokyo Prefecture, but I'm not in the heart of the city. I'm about 45 minutes out of it because that's where my school dorm is. Explored a lot of Tokyo because there's a lot of different really famous districts. Like my school's in Shibuya, but like there's like Shinjuku, Akihabara, Ikebukuro, Harajuku. There's a lot of like really cool places, all very close to each other. Some of the tutors took us to Kamakura and Enoshima, which was really cool. We saw Kamakura and like all the temples, we ate some cool food, and then we went to the beach in Enoshima, got to actually be on the Pacific Ocean for like the first time in my life. And then just school, just going to school like every day, being taught Japanese in Japanese only, really improved my listening skills. I won't understand everything that my teacher is saying, but eventually I will, and I understand more and more, and it really forces me to listen.